Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gents. This dropped not too long ago. However, we had all of the Disney news. So on that day, or it was the day after because it dropped quite late in the day for me, I released about 11 videos, which half of you, well, not even half of you, none of you would have got notifications for because such is YouTube. But it dropped on December 9th. So this is interesting. We are getting, so this is the origin, the source of the information. We're getting a female Zorro drama. Now, this is, you know, a lot of people will be writing these kind of articles, right? These ones here, you know, that sort of harp on about the gender swapped part of it. And that is true. This is the main part we need to, you know, sort of take a look at, social justice. However, the original Zorro was not far off base with that, in fairness. And this is Robert Rodriguez, who can handle strong females very, very well. However, calm down. I am not blinded to the fact that this could be garbage, like massively garbage. I just think that ultimately, you know, Robert Rodriguez is actually quite good at handling strong females. He's done it many, many times before. But I am, yeah, I mean, I am probably a little bit sick of this, to be fair. I mean, you know, I'll say this and people will just go, you're a bigot then. But at the end of the day, this is kind of all that's being announced now. You know, there are just large swathes of it. And I cannot wait for Netflix just to come out with their Conan series or just something ultra masculine, you know. Counter programming is fantastic, and these people are really missing that. They're missing the mark. This is what studios do. They like to be a major player. They like to see the trends and just follow. What does well, we'll just do that then, whatever. And that's why we're getting so much of this stuff. However, the real smart studios are the ones that go, so everyone else is doing that, are they? Perfect. We'll do the complete opposite. Because that's when you clean up. That's why Joker did so well. But anyway, so this is on Deadline. I'll leave it linked down below. This Nelly Andreeva has good scoops. She has actually followed up with scoops that I have had myself with respect to the Hellraiser series. You know, on Warner Brothers, not Warner Brothers, HBO Max, all these kind of things. So I've got no reason to not believe it, basically. But anyway, this is the exclusive. NBC is developing Zorro. So that's the title. So if it's a female-led Zorro, she's going to be Zorro, isn't she? Logic would dictate it anyway. A contemporary take on the classic masked vigilante character with a gender swap. So yeah, a gender swap. And also, as a side note, because a lot of people will just be like, oh, well, it's just because you're a bloke. But I'm sure there'll be lots of women out there currently watching this. Not that I have a massive female audience, but the ones which do, you know, do you want to see more women or do you want to see some men now? Like, I actually pose the question to you. I don't want to be blinkered. I do want to actually hear from the people that, because this is for you, right? This isn't for men. This is, well, so with Sophia in it, maybe it's for men. But this would predominantly be for women. So if it's for you guys, do you want this? Or do you want some guys? Let me know. Anyway, comes from a high-profile creative team, which includes filmmaker Robert Rodriguez, writer-director Rebecca Rodriguez, so it's the team, basically. Sofia Vergara and her Latin we. I think that's her, like, studio or something like that. As well as Ben Siverman, Howard T. Owens, Propagate, CBS Studios, where Propagate has a deal, will co-produce with Universal TV. Okay, fine. Now, here's where we get to the nitty-gritty of it all. This is where people's sort of hackles start coming up, rightly so. Co-written by the brother and sister duo of Robert and Rebecca Rodriguez, and to be directed by Rebecca Rodriguez, so not even Robert Rodriguez, but I'm sure he will be on hand. I'm sure of it. And even though he's not directing, and he does have a good history with strong female characters, if he's writing it, the writing will help shape that character, obviously. Anyway, Zorro centers on Sola Dominguez, an underground artist who fights for social justice as contemporary version of the mythical Zorro. Her life is threatened by several criminal organizations after she exposes them. Wait a minute, hold on. She's an... what? She's an underground artist that fights for social justice, and she's exposed several criminal organizations. What the hell is an artist that... An artist fighting social justice I can get, because that is the PAG, that is the PAG generation through and through. They don't really want to do any work, so they just, piss about. They're all about vegan life and all that stuff as well. It's a joke, by the way, ladies and gents. But what's an artist doing fighting crime? Anyway, whatever. Robert Rodriguez and Rebecca Rodriguez executive produced with Silverman Owens, Rodney Farrell, Greg Lipstone, and Jay Weisleder for Propagate. Vergara and Louis Balaguer for Latin We. I butchered that. Jeff Clark, Eric Bromberg, and John Gertz. Propagate set out to develop a TV series reimagining of Zorro with a female protagonist last season as one of the company's first projects under its first look deal with CBS Studios. I mean, it's CBS. This is CBS through and through. God damn, I'm looking awfully white up in here. The idea's first incarnation, written by Alfredo Barrios Jr., also was set up at NBC. Vergara and Silverman are frequent collaborators. They've teamed to produce together several projects over the past decade, while Silverman was at Electus and after her joined Propagate, including the ABC drama series Killer Women. What else are we getting information-wise? Robert Rodriguez was attached to direct The Mask of Zorro and cast Antonio Banderas as the title role before leaving the feature project. In TV, fine. So we've got nothing then, basically. So all we have to go on... God damn, this is terrible. This sounds garbage. All we have to go on is Sola Dominguez is an underground artist who fights for social justice and somehow exposes some criminal organizations and then goes on to become Zorro. I can picture it now. What she is, underground artist. Basically, she's a graffiti artist. This is my pitch. She's a graffiti artist, and she runs around spray painting Zorro, the big Z, on the bloody walls. This sounds trash. Yeah, there's nothing really overly compelling here, sadly. I don't get it. It just sounds like everything else currently. And that's a bit boring to me. But never mind. I'll hand on over to you. What do you think? Again, like I said, all these kind of articles, the gender swap thing. I mean, the gender swap part, whatever, it's lame. But my main point of it is not that it's gender swap. It's just the fact that that's all we're getting now. Just, oh, that character you liked, fine, we'll just give her a vag instead of a peen. What's the point? It just is just lazy, really. That's all. Just feels very, very lazy. But anyway, what do you think? Let me know down below. Also, I actually released a trailer for my film, Black Fields, yesterday. Reasonable views. Quite happy with that. I didn't think that many people were actually that interested in it, to be honest. But it was the only video I released yesterday. It's had 11,000 views, I think, currently. I'm quite proud of it. A lot of people seem to be... This is just a PSA. You can all go if you're not interested. A lot of people seem to be, I'm just tacking it on here, misconstrued. They're like, oh, it doesn't show that much. It's very difficult to cut a trailer for a short film. Short films don't normally have trailers. So yeah, that was very, very hard to cut together without showing anything that could have possibly given anything away. So a lot of people are like, oh, all we're just seeing is people walking around. It's like, yep, true, because can't show you anything else because it just spoils it all. But anyway, I'm quite happy with it. I hope you guys looked at it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a pretty accurate representation of the short film. So if you didn't like the trailer, I will say probably best not to watch the actual short film because you won't like it. So I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I don't cut my trailers to lie to anyone. I cut it as a good representation of the film. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this, not this rant, down below in the comment section if you're new. It's not even a rant. Do hit subscribe. Thanks so much. Take care.